So you know how in the opening scene of Ratatouille, the health inspector comes in, sees the rats, and has the understandable freak out of a lifetime of all of these rats over all of the kitchen equipment? Completely justifiable response to have to that situation. Not my boss. My boss, the same one who also was having me deep clean the fryer every couple of weeks while it was boiling lava hot because they could not be bothered to show up to work on time, so I could clean it while it was completely cool. Yeah, they also did not care about these rats either. It was the best. I asked about it, was like, hey, this is kind of a problem. And it got brushed off, and basically I got to double clean the kitchen. We cleaned the kitchen when we closed up, and then I get to sanitize all the surfaces again in the morning because there was evidence of them everywhere on the things that we were cutting food on the stove, on the fryer, bizarrely enough. I unfortunately really needed the job at the time. I didn't have a whole lot of money, but I frustrated the manager to no end, being like, hey, I'm going to throw this food out because clearly, like, the rats got into it. They didn't care for that. It was an absolute godsend when the health inspectors did finally show up. I don't know how often they were supposed to show up. I don't think they were showing up enough at this place. And we thankfully got shut down immediately. They were horrified. They're like, this needs to be dealt with before you can serve food to any more people. We had to close mid-lunch and kick a bunch of people out. We had food that had gone bad, and I was all for throwing this shit out. Like, I didn't want to keep it around either. Manager kept saying, no, it's still good, it's still good. Great, you can do that at your own kitchen. You cannot do that in a commercial kitchen. We literally had a pile of stuff that needed to be thrown out, that the health inspector was like, you're throwing out this, you're throwing out this. Had a pile of it. And the manager was like, okay, as soon as they leave, we're going to put that all back in the fridge. Like, are you serious? We deep cleaned the kitchen for 2 weeks. We deep cleaned it once. Then someone, I don't know, my boss's boss came in and said we had to deep clean it all again. So we deep cleaned it all again. And right after that, COVID happened and we were shut down for several months, like a lot of other places. And thankfully, by the end, a new manager ended up taking over, and I did not have to deal with that old manager. I'm so glad I didn't have to see them anymore, but I was just like, are you kidding me?